fighting a mother heavens dragon. The dragon casts fire breath as a party of adventurers go on the offense. The leader of the party states they're all so hungry, making them fight the dragon sluggish. He thinks to himself after defeating it they should go for some food, not realizing they're the ones being defeated. His sister, Fallon, a mage, pushes him out of harm's way as she lands in the mouth of the dragon, being eaten. Using her final spell, she casts teleportation, sending Laios and the other party members away from the depths of this dungeon and into the outside world. Waking up to his stomach growling and Marcial checking on him, Laios, knowing that Fallon was eaten by the dragon, which is most likely asleep right now, bravely decides to go back and get her, but Marcial has bad news before that can happen. When they got teleported, except for what they're wearing, all their items and gear was left behind, and in addition, 2 members of the party quit after the recent battle, meaning they're both broke and understaffed. Lociel thinks of a plan of selling their current gear and buying cheaper ones, but before deciding on that, they think about what they should have for lunch first of all. Still being hungry, Lociel tells the 2 remaining members of the party to leave, saying he'll take their gear, sell it, and raid the dungeon on his own to get back his sister. But both of them reject this terrible idea and offer to stay and help. Still starving and at the dungeon's entrance, Lociel tells they're going to get their food from the dungeon, since it's filled with monsters living day to day that are born and instead of spawn. That means it has to have its own ecosystem and food chain, meaning that humanoids can feast and sustain themselves within the dungeon. Chilchuck the Piglock imagines all the happy little monsters within, while Marcial the Elf imagines all the unhappy big old monsters within. She argues saying they can't possibly eat those yucky mucky thwangs. Just then, a party of terrified new adventurers run away from a walking mushroom chasing them. Marcial easily kills the mushroom, saying they shouldn't let new adventurers into the freaking dungeon because they'll get killed. Picking up its body, Lociel tells this'll be their lunch, and showing a dungeon cutlery book that says it should be safe to eat. Even in a dangerous dungeon, there's a section always bustling with trade. It used to be a tomb structure of villagers' ancestors, but 6 years ago, it's been turned into a central hub for the dungeon trade market.
You about to see some skill shit right by now. So my man pulls out his sword and it takes a freaking cloth and then wraps it around and it sticks it into this hole.
Pincers grab onto it and a scorpion is pulled out stinging the sword. Lociel stabs the poisonous creature and states they'll cook its body, deciding to cook at the hub, with their only ingredients being scorpion and walking mushroom. Lociel first cuts the mushroom into pieces and shoves the entire scorpion in a boiling pot. It boils, and after the first taste, Lociel can instantly tell this was all a mistake. Just then, a dwarf walks forward stating that isn't any way to cook a scorpion hot pot, quickly getting to work telling first it has to be prepared. He chops off the scorpion's head, pincers, legs, and tail, slices the shulker, pulls out the innards. As for the walking mushroom, he cuts its foreskin and butt. Butt saves the feet, since they're good. Next, the dwarf harvests some roots growing from the wall and corpses, and merchants look at him like he's crazy. Marcial argues adding plants to the hot pot, just as a slime drops from the ceiling onto her head. The dwarf, Senshi, skillfully kills the slime with a knife, explaining that they can be killed with knives if you know where their organs are. They can also be prepared and eaten by sun-drying it for 1 or 2 weeks, but not wanting to wait that long, Senshi has one ready to go. He chops it up and adds it to the other ingredients. Finished cooking, the result is a huge scorpion and walking mushroom hot pot. Skeptical until they try it, they all enjoy the meal as is. Senji is happy to have found other people interested in monster food as him, and everybody else is happy they can eat delicious food from the dungeon. They all introduce themselves, and Laios tells Senshi about their mission. A party member, or his sister, was eaten by a dragon. She's currently inside its stomach and being digested. The red dragon is said to have a slower digestive system than other monsters, meaning there's still time for them to save her, meaning there's still time to get to the lower levels, defeat it, and save her. Senshi asks to come along and help them, with the intention of cooking the red dragon's meat. As he's been experimenting cooking monsters for 10 years, it's an aspiration for him to cook and prepare the final boss of it all. They reach the 2nd level with Marcial hungry and tired. As for food, they decide to have some fruits in the dungeon, specifically ones being from the man-eating plant fruit. Marcial tries using a spell to kill it, but then Senshi stops her, saying she'll destroy the fruit. which results in her getting captured and almost eaten. Laios slices the plant at its roots and saves her, but new information reveals that this type of plant likes to plant seeds under its prey's skin and let it go. So the elf might just be pregnant. They pick fruits from the man-eating plant and use them to prepare a man-eating plant's fruit tart. The elf enjoys eating what almost ate her and ate the night away, with a corpse hanging outside. This anime's name is Dungeon Meshi. Comment down below if you want to see a part 2, and I'll see y'all in the next one. My name's IWD Recaps. Peace out.